Hey guys, Worm here again. I got a good replay. I was looking at the replay website and I came across this one by 0xf. I looked that up in Google and I found it actually stands for 15 in hexadecimal. So I'm going to call him 15 in this replay. So 15 here is in his Type 59 in a tier 8 match with a bunch of tier 7s and tier 6s. So he's top tier in this game. And I think he's going to have an amazing game here. 15 is a very skilled player with 5,000 battles played and almost Unicum stats, 24, almost 2,500 W8. Not that stats matter, but he also has 3 marks on his Type 59, a tank that I do not actually have. So he's going to show us how good this tank is, and it has preferential matchmaking, so this is not very uncommon matchmaking for this tank. And the Type 59 is a very good tank with good armor, good mobility, and a decent gun that was recently buffed as well. So, amazing tank and very rare tank. There he's shooting at another premium tank, the T26E5, the non-Patriot variant. His buddy in the Lorraine accidentally shoots him in the back, probably wants him to back up. But I mean, 15, I think he's working that area very nicely. The T50-2 dies, I guess, rather fortunately, providing him and the T26 hold down, so maybe it works both ways. Here, this Type 58, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Makes a big mistake. They're just trying to find some shots on this T26, but the tank is very heavily armored and has an amazing turret. I'm surprised that he penetrated him at the beginning when he was trying to make his way into position. Probably a combination of shooting down on his cupola and he was below him, so Nashorn gets caught out in the open. I don't know what he's thinking. And spots the Churchill 7. And I do not know what this guy is doing. Decided to just go for a ram. I hope that's a bot, not a player. Yak Panther trying to fall back. I'm not sure where he's thinking about going. Probably should be in a more camping position. Maybe a position like this would be good for him, or even down here. Surprised that our allies have already pushed through the one line, so 15 here, still trying to work this middle, seeing if he can get some shots on this Patriot. And I'm surprised that he sat here so long and not gotten hit by artillery. There's 3 artillery on the battle, or in this battle, and normally artillery prioritize the high tier tanks. So in this game, the tier 8s, such as 15 here. But luckily, he doesn't get hit by any artillery as of yet. Knock on wood. But yeah, he's been very fortunate. Normally, I feel like I'm always getting artilleried, and I'm always getting focused, especially when I'm top tier. Here, 15, we know that he's using a mod pack, and his mod pack obviously lets him zoom out very far, past the normal, I think it's like 50 meters or so, maybe 100. I also have the same mod pack. Uh, this mod pack allows me to see who's been spotted and who's currently spotted. So I feel like that's one of the best features of the mod. Here he's trying to take some shots at the AMX on top of the hill. They're the Type 59 on the enemy team. Shows himself. They both exchange shots. And now 15 really wants to kill him. Luckily, he bounces the Type 59. I'm not sure. He probably bounced it off the front hull. Very fortunate of 15 not to get penetrated there. Now he catches this Type 64, and I like what he does there. He stops so that he doesn't allow the Type 64 to get his flank once he's repaired. And now this situation is looking very hairy. What is this, a 2 versus 9? Yikes. And you have a Churchill 7 who's just bum rushing him. And then he takes him out. He finishes one of his missions. Destroy 4 enemies. It's a very doable mission. And now he's find himself 1 versus 8. I think he was 1 versus 9 for a split second there. I think his arty gets killed. And this Churchill is providing him very nice hold down cover. And this Barask makes a big mistake on... I don't know why he's ramming him, and also he bounces him. And I do not understand what that Barask was doing there. He easily could have just drove forward, turned on auto aim, and finished him off. Tracks that other Type 64, and then this AMX comes rolling in. I'm not sure what these guys are trying to do. They're coming in one by one. And now this Type 64 is in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, he can't really do much. He's a tier 6 tank. He's firing gold too. He's trying his best. And now the 2 arty, I do not like this decision that they've made. If they wanted to do that, they definitely had to do it earlier, and he had HE loaded for the artillery, so now he's just going into his gold ammunition. I think one of the biggest weaknesses of the Type 59 is the gold, is the penetration. So 15 does, he has fired all his APCR rounds, so all he has is AP rounds. And he's just trying to get some distance from the Jagdpanther. He knows that he can most likely outspot the Jagdpanther, especially if the Jagdpanther 2 is moving, right? Because he has superb camo, and you've already seen that his crew is very, very experienced, I believe. Having had 3 marks on his tank, he's definitely he's got a very experienced crew in this. Already up to 8 kills and 5,200 damage, which is an amazing game for a tier 10 tank, let alone a tier 8 tank. So 15 has had to do a lot of carrying this game. And then the Panther gets spotted. The Jagdpanther. The tier 7 Jagdpanther. And wow, he doesn't get spotted immediately. And he gets lucky, very, very lucky there that the Jagdpanther did not penetrate him. He angled his armor at the very last moment. And here he's probably gonna bounce. Yeah, this Jagdpanther is kind of throwing this game. All the Jagdpanther needed to do there was just drive forwards, except that he's gonna take a shot and just finish him off. He could easily penetrate through the hull of this tank. So now, what is he gonna do? I think he's trying to go for artillery, or maybe he's gonna try to get distance to kill the Jagdpanther. I'm surprised that this M44 hasn't been able to shoot him, especially when he was dealing with the Jagdpanther. He pushed up quite a bit here, and if he was in the normal artillery position like here, he easily could have hit him. I'm not sure what he's doing. And this M12 probably could have, if he made his way here, he probably could have hit him as well. So I'm unsure of... There's definitely been questionable decision making on the enemy's behalf. So it's definitely necessary in order to have these monster games, these monster carries, these 1 versus 9 situations, and even in your less so 1 versus 5s. There's a reason why that Kolobanov's medal is so sought after. You need to have the right situation, being in the right tank, the right matchmaking, as well as the right enemies. And interesting, he's loading HE because I think he's suspecting it to be an artillery, so he wants to finish one shot. And I like what he does here. Backs behind the bush, so it's not transparent, so he doesn't get spotted. And the M12, I'm not sure what he was blind firing over there. He easily could have followed his reticle. It shows you the direction specifically. So obviously not very bright players on the enemy team. And Yak Panther gets spotted. What is he doing? Oh, he hasn't spotted him. And he waits until he turns. Tracks him. He repairs. Okay. Clutch shots there. There you go. There's the shot from the M12. Or M44. And he was over here. This Yak Panther just keeps making the mistake of turning his hull to the side. And easily lets 15 get another tracking shot. Wow is definitely correct. Yeah. He is already up to 11 kills. Pools medal. And is going for his 12th kill. At 7,000 damage. Amazing game. This is beyond any normal game for a tier 10 tank, let alone tier 8s. One of the highest damage games that I've seen was someone else in a Progetto in a game that I was playing actually. I think he had like 9,000 damage in that tank, which is insane. He definitely carried me in that game. But we're focusing on 15 here in this amazing game in his Type 59. And M44, I do not understand why he's not in a bush. And where is he shooting? This must be a great feeling right here for 15.
He's working really hard. It's a tough problem. I think he's going to do... Look, I've seen them build hospitals in a short period of time. I really believe he wants to get that done, and he wants to get it done fast. Yes, I think he's doing it very professionally. We're also working with him and helping him as of the last few days, as you know.
He finishes off the M44 and the 1 versus 9 situation. Amazing game. Just amazing. Let's take a look at these post-game stats. Okay, here we're in the post-game stats. This was a 1 versus 9 Kolobanov's 7.3 thousand damage, 12 kills, 2,300 base experience. Wow. Definitely an ace tanker. Look at all these medals. The Dimitri's medal for destroying 3 enemy tanks or enemy SPGs in one battle. Pool's medal for 10 kills. He had 12. Let's see. High caliber for doing at least 20%. Well, he did way more than that. Let's see. What's this first one? Kolobanov's, obviously, for standing alone against 5 or more. He stood against 9 tanks, which is crazy. A steel wall for blocking at least 11 shots. He uses armor very, very well. A Naiden's medal for destroying all enemy light tanks in the battle, and at least 3. You had a bunch of... There were so many light tanks in this game. There was this Type 64. There's 2 Type 64s, right? And then we also had that 5916 Ram at the beginning, and the AMX 1375. So he definitely deserves that medal, and then obviously a Top Gun. Oh my god, this is so many credits. This is an amazing battle. We'll have to see how much he actually made in profit, because he did fire a decent amount of premium rounds. Look at this. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on his team. So over 1/3 of his team did 0 damage. That is crazy. You have to kind of feel for this Yak Panther too. But in the end, he made a lot of mistakes when he should have just, pressed the W key and just drive forward and kill him. He's a one-shot, and you're what he was like pretty much full HP at the end of the game. Let's see, 47 shots fired, 38 hits, and 33 penetrations. 1 HE round on the artillery. 7,269. Let's see how much base experience this was. 2347 base experience with Twilkos. That's crazy. He received 20 hits and only 6 penetrated, and he had 14 non-penetrations. That's crazy with 2,600 blocked. That is very, very crazy. And let's see. He had some personal reserves, so he definitely had a bonus. Probably because of Wargaming's new Battle Pass. They're pretty much giving those away. And a lot of other goodies, so definitely recommend checking that out. And even after resupply ammunition, I'm surprised the ammunition cost is so low. He does profit 283,000 credits. So this is a very viable credit maker, seeing as he did fire, I think it was 24 APCR shells, if I'm not mistaken. So ammunition's very cheap on this tank, but unfortunately they're not selling this tank. This is very rare. But this was an amazing game for 0xF, or in hexadecimal 15. So yeah, that's this video. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of the Type 59 and the Christmas boxes? I know is being sold there, as well as the black market. There was the gold version for, I think it was 25 or 20,000 gold, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't really I don't think it's it's worth it to spend that much money on a pixel tank, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to know your thoughts on the Type 59 and if you guys have any favorite premium tanks, what those were. Personally, for me, I like the Progetto very much. I think that's one of the best, as well as my Scorpion G. I really like that tank, and yeah, I think those are the best. As for heavies, the Defender, I have a love-hate relationship with that tank, and recently I bought the IS-3A, and I really like that tank. The auto-reloading system I find very, very nice, and since it's Soviet and reverse auto-reloader, it's very fun to play as well, but very inaccurate, but very fun to play. So yeah, let me know your thoughts there, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Always trying to grow my channel, and newcomers are always welcome. So that's it for today. War Room out.